Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tennessee Titans taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughton. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week, they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
First play, first pass for Brady. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Tommy Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. To throw is Brady. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And Tommy Adebawore able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Another try for Guerrero. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try the middle with Garindo. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. You talk about this Titan defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see...
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This will be fielded at the 17. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
To the sideline and incomplete. The Niners at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans through the middle of the field. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Again, it's Garendo. And not much running room. Down to the 32. L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff running right, Garendo. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Handoff here, Garendo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Isaac Garendo with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't it speak to how well he works with this offensive line? And they know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Here's Spears on 2nd down, and he'll get a couple up to the 29. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this will be taken at the 13. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 2nd down, a run with Garendo. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Titans now just about ready to take over. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Brady. More short pass here taken in by Laporta. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Third and 4. Now Brady. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Brady. They complete it to Hill. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady again. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Brady. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Brady to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him?
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. On the give, it's Gurindo. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Isaac Gurindo. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet. But you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And his guys have got it back in the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That goes for a gain of 31. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll set up a throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners would extend their lead here just before halftime. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
Now, I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. looking to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan, message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They begin on the ground with Garendo. There he goes, left side. He's on his way. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. 145 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Looking to throw. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. Touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the 49ers are able to stretch out their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
Ready. 33. Yellow.
Now Spears to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Etienne once more, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's man. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. Now it's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Handoff running left is Etienne. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? 77. Here we go.
Here's Guerrero on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and controlled you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Another tote for Etienne. And they snap him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Back to throw. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Etienne on the toss right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line. On play action, they'll throw. That is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Brady to throw. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, Etienne. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they...
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch.
And he loses the football a second time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
7 yards there and a first down.
Brady now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and a couple.
From midfield, here's Brady.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. He's to the 15.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Brady's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Brady. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. He finds Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for San Francisco, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.